Hi. The research we want to showcase is about decision-making. How come you decide A instead of B? Or why do we act in a particular way and not otherwise? Well, normally, when we make decisions, we make them in an informed way. But truth be told, sometimes we make decisions guided by pure intuition, by habit, or even by superstition. But normally, when we make decisions, we make them in an informed way, right? For example, if you want to buy a smartphone, you can make yourself many questions, such as battery life, storage capacity, operating system, screen size. There are many questions. If you want to buy, for example, a car, you ask other questions, such as autonomy, if it's diesel, hybrid, electric, the size, the color, the price. There are many, many questions you can ask yourself. And what do we do to answer all these questions? What we normally do is we go to the internet and we watch YouTube videos, like unboxings, we read Amazon reviews, ratings. We find lots of useful information on the internet that can answer these questions that we have. But we don't really want to talk about consumer behavior here. We want to talk about making decisions in education. So we are presenting here a research about a teaching dashboard that we hope you find useful because most of you are lecturers here at the UOC. Because it's very important to keep track of the learning process. But sometimes we don't have enough information to do so. So what we have here, these are some screenshots maybe you are familiar with. These are taken from the UOC's LMS. We have the qualifications, we have number of accumulated clicks per subject, we have the good old forum interface, so we can follow the conversation threads. And we believe that all this information is very relevant and useful. But maybe we could go a step further than this. So, Jordi Conesa and Isabel Guitart, they thought, well, we could ask our fellow colleagues at the Computer Science, Multimedia, and Telecommunication Studies to ask them which would be the indicators they find useful in order to capture what's going on the virtual classroom, and to put these indicators in a dashboard to make decisions in education. So they contacted the eLearn Center, the BIP initiative. We help boost e-learning publications. By the way, if you need to help in boosting your publications, you can contact us. So what we did, we helped Jordi and Isabel make the surveys and the questionnaires to identify these indicators and to assess them. So next, we show you some of the indicators that we detected and that we assessed, just 6 of them. The first one is preparation tasks. This indicator is like a checklist so that we can know if the calendar is uploaded and ready, if the teaching plan is loaded and ready, and if the teacher has sent a welcome mail to the students. So it's like a checklist before the course starts. The second indicator is submission tracking information to check with these grader graphs which submissions have been done. In fact, it's like medians and percentages of each pack, if each pack has been submitted in the current semester and in the previous semester, so we can compare. We also have the qualification information, like you have now, but visually different. We have the pie chart with the current marks, the percentages of A's, B's, C's, D's, etc., and the bar chart with the previous semester qualifications, so we can see if there's a difference and an evolution. Then we have the abandonment tracking information, and this is interesting because this dashboard distinguishes between recoverable students and non-recoverable students. Recoverable students are in green color. These students are that the students that they didn't submit an activity, but they are still connecting. So maybe we could help them, and prevent them from dropping out. We also have a messages activity indicator, which shows a frequency of messages posted by teachers and by students. And this is interesting because in green color, we have the positive messages, and in red color, the negative messages. So we can capture a little bit of the atmosphere of what's going on in the forum. In fact, there's another indicator with a list of the sentences, of the negative sentences, but we just show you this frequency. And finally, we want to show you a plagiarism map. It works like with the Plagi tool, and it displays if plagiarism occurred. For example, we have here two submissions that they have a 70% coincidence, just a sample, right? So the machine is doing the dirty work for us because sometimes it's difficult to detect plagiarism. So these are just 6 of the indicators that we detected. The dashboard has been developed and has been piloted. Preliminary results show that it has been perceived as a useful tool. And it's already connected to UOC Data Mart, so it can be used, we hope, in the future, not only as a pilot in computer science and multimedia and telecommunications, but to the rest of the studies at the UOC. And this is interesting because the machine is not making decisions for us. It just gives us relevant information so that we can make the decisions, right? In the meantime, it's like this. And just to sum up a little bit, quantified self, learning analytics, these are fields that are still in its infancy, but they are already giving us relevant information to guide our decision-making processes. And to conclude, information and knowledge can enlighten our decision-making processes, but we need indicators that help us watch, that point us out where to watch in this vast pool of data generated by our students' actions and interactions at the UOC. Just like this spotlight is pointing out where to watch. We hope that this dashboard, this teaching dashboard, can contribute to these decision-making processes in the near future, like Danny said. So this is what I wanted to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marc. Any questions? One question? Yes?
Hi. For the messages on the forum, how are you identifying if they're positive or negative?
It just parses the semantics. I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we helped Jordi could tell you the specificities of this forum identification. But
Okay,
I think it works like parsing words.
Okay. And that's working in Spanish and Catalan and English?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Have another question? No? Well, thank you very much.